between Fabiano and Gukesh. It seems that Gukesh, according to Hikaru, wants to go all in. Is that the case? Do you think this is the strategy?
Okay, an Italian game which is always marked by the bishop going out to c4, f7 sometimes a bit vulnerable, knight f6 played, and knight g5 is a possibility. This has been explored very, very deeply. It's been played by many top players, including Hikaru Nakamura, but Fabiano says, no, I want a quieter game, nothing too sharp. And this is where Hikaru played the move bishop to e7, just developing, getting castled very quickly. Gukesh played much more ambitiously. He played the move h6, and he did this in the candidates, as I mentioned earlier. He did it last year. He very quickly played like this in the candidates, as I mentioned earlier. He did it last year. He very quickly played like h6, a6, and then in the end did bring his bishop out to c5. But here, h6 does hint that black might even expand with a quick g5, g4. Fabi, clearly well prepared, plays the move a3, mysterious, but the main reason is to drop the bishop back later if needed. And now a fianchetto from Gukesh. Very ambitious placement of the bishop, it should be said. But you do lose a bit of influence in the center as black, and after the move a6, which he did as well in that candidates tournament, queen to d2 from Fabi, stopping black from castling due to tension against this pawn.
I will point out that this opening, Grandmaster Sethuraman, a well-known trainer, a strong...
Him and Gajewski, his trainer, have prepared for today.
I think there's an element of baiting here.
Baiting? Okay.
Yes, telling Fabiano, you want to throw g4 and something at me. But in fact, he's done it too well, Fabi. I mean, black will not be able to castle short because he will lose the h6 pawn. So most likely now he will go on the queen side.
Could we play out those moves to show it on the board as well, how the pawn will suddenly be unprotected once you castle? It's the rook and the bishop guarding it, but once you castle, the pawn is gone. So be careful with those moves when you have a piece guarding something important, even if it's just a pawn, it's important. Make sure to double check what the piece leaves behind once you move it.
Absolutely, and this is one of those very easy examples of attackers versus defenders. Right now I have two attackers on this pawn on h6, which is generally not there, at least not at this point, and even if it is there, it has its body on g7, but right now that's not the case. So this pawn on g6 does not protect the pawn on h6. Now, once you play castle, and this is generally one of those moves which gets the king to safety and makes the position of black safer. That's not the case in this situation, because now you only have one defender left and I have two attackers. I'm just simply going to use this battery, get this pawn on h6. Not only that you're losing a pawn, you're in fact getting your position in front of your king absolutely destroyed, damaged right now, and I'm going to be able to start pushing on that side, create a hook, open up the position, get to your king and checkmate you. So these are the ideas that we're seeing. In fact, I do want to show a checkmate, because generally, once this construction of the knight and the queen close to the king arrives, your position is already busted. For example, you make a random move. I will attack this knight, and once you take it, I'm not going to recapture that knight. In fact, I'm just going to use this system to deliver the checkmate. This is a beautiful square for the queen. Once it lands, supported by the knight, this is a nice pattern for a checkmate and the finish of the game. So
I would like to confess that I lost a game like that once, exactly like that my knight was moved away with that pattern that you showed, Christian.
I think I've lost countless of games like that.
least, if not 1.5, depending on whether he wins the Armageddon or not. If Gukesh can somehow miraculously beat Fabiano from a worse position, Gukesh will be the champion. But Fabiano with the position, Christian, let's go over to that. Ooh, look at that bar.
A winning position, but it is not over because this D pawn is going down the board fast.
And it is not bishop takes c7 because queen takes c7 is a check.
Oh, this would be a cold shower.
Yeah.
That's a cold shower right there.
There you go.
You would love to get this rook from d5. Guess what? That's illegal. That's a cold shower right there. Rook to d5. Let's see what he goes for. Queen to a6, a minute and 10 seconds. f4, and the bar swings wildly.
Still wide open, double question mark for the move of Fabiano. 3 possible results now in the
If
game.
gf4, then I have bishop c7 now.
Pushing
Yes,
the pawn, it's
but
about to
d2.
become a queen. Bishop takes the pawn. What is going
Is it
on?
rook d4?
This is now a draw.
Rook d4?
Just queen takes e7, queen takes
Gukesh
f4.
promotes the...
Whoa!
His
Whoa!
brother, his brother
Whoa!
Gukesh is losing now.
And knight c3.
And knight to c3.
Picks up the queen or the rook.
And he finishes the job.
boy.
Wow.
Gukesh has blundered this tactical pattern. Goodness me.
Fabiano takes it. Fabiano wins it, gets second place, I think, right now in the competition with a wild swing in the last 5 moves of the game.
But
Just
the
incredible
heartbreak.
stuff.
Look at Gukesh. You can see it on his face and
But
he
Gukesh
resigned.
probably had 10 or 15 seconds at that point. So
He cannot
it was...
believe it. You just gotta feel for Gukesh in this moment. Huge win for Fabiano, but Gukesh, he cannot believe it. What he blundered. What a heartbreak.
By the way, this is almost a familiar look we see of Gukesh. Like he's done it again and again, like this wizardry of encouraging his opponent to, well, no, here is the reverse.
The emotions. I just feel so bad for the reigning World Chess Champion right now. Huge for Fabiano. He will be second in the tournament if my maths don't fail me. But for Gukesh, goodness me, when he was just about to escape from a really difficult game, he blunders in the key moment, in the heat of the time pressure. And now you see all the emotions, all the tension, and how difficult and how defeating chess can be on such a high level.
If he makes a draw, he goes into the Armageddon, he's still in contention to win the tournament. Gukesh is still in contention